Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our third live webinar series from Workforce Solutions. My name is Jeanette Escalera, and my colleague,
Ricky Rendon. And today
we want to thank you so much for. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're so excited because thank you all for joining us. And today we're so excited to welcome Deborah Tomai. She's co-founder of the Rio Grande Valley Down Syndrome Association. She's a champion and parent advocate here in our community. Does so much to just increase awareness, right? Bring parents together, provide resources and supports, and we're so happy to connect with you, Deborah, to be a partner with you, and we're so excited to learn about the services and information you have to share with us. So I'll turn it over to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for inviting me and letting me come. I am the co-founder of the Rio Grande Valley Down Syndrome Association, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we do and what we have coming up in October. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can change the slide. All right, so the mission of the Rio Grande Valley Down Syndrome Association is to build relationships, advocacy, and support for individuals with Down syndrome and their families in the Rio Grande Valley. We started informally in 2012 with 7 families. We all had preschoolers, and we just started meeting occasionally at the park or at a coffee shop to provide resource and support to each other and to learn more. And as we gradually grew and met more families, we've really developed all the different programs that we do. So if you want to go to the next slide, we'll talk about building relationships. All right. At this point, RGV DSA serves around 400 families in 5 counties. So we reach families in Starr, Willacy, Cameron, Hidalgo, and then in Brooks County. One of the most important things we started doing when the organization was founded is we started reaching out to new parents. Because when the organization started, all of the families who started it had really young children. And so we had all had the experience of having a new baby in the hospital, receiving a diagnosis, and not knowing what to do next. So our first effort was really to develop ways to contact new parents. The second thing that we started doing was organizing monthly activities, and that's grown over the years. So we started doing monthly activities for parents and families. We would do parent support groups. We still do those once or twice a month in English and in Spanish. During non-COVID times, we meet in McAllen and in Weslaco, but currently we're just meeting on Zoom. And we have a speech therapist, or we've had folks from Workforce come out to talk so that parents have information and can make good decisions for their kids. We also do monthly activities for, we call our little ones Wiggles and Giggles, 0 to 3-year-olds, and we have teen and adult social events as well. We've done everything from bingo to craft nights to movie nights to bowling. Karaoke, I think, has been popular. We've also done holiday celebrations for all the different families in the Down Syndrome Association, and we have a Facebook group that is limited just to parents and caregivers. So if parents want to celebrate an accomplishment, or they have a question about a medical provider, or are trying to figure out what to do with the situation at school, there's a safe and private place for people to share concerns and successes. Okay, let's see some pictures. Could you go to the next slide? All right, these are some of our teens and adults. We did a painting night. I think this was with Tipsy Canvas. And it's just great. It's fun for everybody to have an activity to do together. And it's nice. It will be nice again to get out of the house and spend time together. All right, our next picture. This is from one of our new parent events. Every year we have a new parent brunch or breakfast, or this year it was an afternoon meeting. And these are some of our dads who all have little ones. And you can see the baskets on the side. We really think it's important when a baby is born that the parents receive a message of congratulations, because babies should be celebrated. And so we do baskets with information about Down syndrome, information about sign language, but also fun toys for the kids, some treats for mom and dad, baby blankets, because we really want all of our babies to be loved and valued and enjoyed. And it's just important to say that. So next picture. Oh yes, so building advocacy. This is really close to my heart because I think we could just we could all do better, right? When we know better, we do better. And so we've really tried over the last 8 years to develop ways to advocate and to help families and self-advocates advocate for themselves. We do yearly training with all of the hospitals in the Valley about how to deliver a Down syndrome diagnosis rather than saying, I'm so sorry, or I have bad news. Again, we want families to receive positive and current information. And so we do trainings with doctors and hospitals. We present to schools, a lot of times around Down Syndrome Awareness Month, but we talk about inclusion and how difference is not a bad thing. Different is not bad, different is just different. We spread awareness on our Facebook page, and then we're involved in some legislative advocacy work. We've done listening sessions locally. We're part of the Disability Advocates Coalition, and we took a group of families to the Capitol last year for World Down Syndrome Day so that families could express their own concerns about current issues and policies. Next slide. I'll show you some pictures. These are some of our families, all at the Capitol. I think they are with Sergio Munoz from Mission. Everybody went to talk about issues, I think particularly around Medicaid interest lists and waiver wait time. But it was great. Our representatives from the Valley are generally very hospitable, and they're glad to hear from families. Next picture. This is, there I am talking to a group of kindergartners. We're talking about how kindergartners, there's ways that we're alike and there's ways that we're different because we're really trying to help our whole community be more accepting and inclusive. And then the note there about how to deliver a postnatal diagnosis, we have materials that we deliver to our doctors and our genetic counselors here in the Valley so that they have current evidence and examples. Next. All right, the last thing that we do is we build support. And so the way that we build support is we work with parents by educating them both through our monthly parent meetings, through seminars and conferences. We've provided scholarships to lots of conferences. We do the Step Up for Down Syndrome Awareness Walk every October, which is a super fun event where the community just comes together to celebrate and stand up for acceptance and inclusion and to celebrate people with Down syndrome. We celebrate World Down Syndrome Day in March, and then we try to build support and education through things like our reading program. We've done that on and off over different summers. And then we have a Strive to Thrive camp with Valley Nature Center, where kids and adults can come and learn about nature. We've done that for the last several summers. So I'll show you some pictures of those. Thanks, Jeanette. All right, the first one that we do is we do the Valley Nature Center. This is our camp here. And everybody is there. Hold on just a minute. Ben, hey, do you want to come say hi to my meeting? No? All right, can you be quiet, please? No. We'll see how this goes. This is our camp. Everybody's learning about nature in this picture. What's the next one? Oh, this is, we did conference scholarships for this one. This is the National Down Syndrome Convention. It happens every year. And the year that this picture is from, the conference was in Texas. It was in Dallas. So we scholarshiped 28 families to go to the conference to learn from over 70 experts, to participate in a self-advocate conference, to spend a weekend with thousands of families and people with Down syndrome. And it was wonderful. It was a great opportunity for learning. And I think families really came back inspired about the opportunities for their loved ones. Okay, what's next?
Mommy, mom.
Oh, this is our walk. Yes. Okay, wait just a minute, okay? All right, this is our walk. This is a Step Up for Down Syndrome Awareness Walk. This is when it happens in person. We all go to the park and people come out and bring signs and they celebrate. Unfortunately, this year we're going to be virtual, so everybody will be walking in their own neighborhoods. But I think it will be just as good. We're working really hard to have people connect with each other. All right, so the last thing to share is what we have coming up in October. This is Down Syndrome Awareness Month, and so we are super excited to welcome John and Mark Cronin from John's Crazy Socks to the Valley. John's Crazy Socks is an entrepreneurial adventure where they hire, John is a self-advocate with Down syndrome, and other employees at the business also have disabilities, and they donate back a portion of their earnings to Special Olympics, to the National Down Syndrome Society. It's a great company and they make really fun socks. And so John and Mark are going to do 3 events with us in the Valley in October. I hear you. Okay, thanks. They're going to do 3 events with us in October. One is with the Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce. We're going to do Caffeine with Colleagues. That's on Thursday, October 15th. On Friday, October 16th, we have a Bright Ideas Self-Advocate mini conference so that teen and adult self-advocates can get some ideas for ways that they can be entrepreneurs. And then on Saturday the 17th, John is our special guest for the Step Up for Down Syndrome Awareness Walk. And he will speak and also help lead out in a dance party that afternoon. I think I have some pictures for some of these events if you want to go forward, Jeanette. So this is Caffeine with Colleagues, the Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce. You can register now. The Eventbrite is open and you can look for that on Facebook. That's one thing. The second thing is the Bright Ideas Self-Advocate Mini Conference. There's John, there's some of his socks. If you are a teen or adult self-advocate and want to register, we do have a link for that and we can share that. And then the last thing that we have is the Step Up for Down Syndrome Awareness Walk, which again is virtual this year, but you'll get to hear from John on Facebook Live, and we're going to do a dance party that afternoon. So sorry for the interruptions. Do you guys have any questions? Here's our contact info. We'd love to welcome more families and give people more information as needed.
Thank you so much, Deborah. This was all really great information for our community to be aware about. Just the tight-knit organizations that you have to provide support is just amazing. So I wanted to ask, if somebody wants to sign up for any of the events that you mentioned, what would be the best way to go about that, to sign up for those events?
The best way to get to all those events is probably through our Facebook page at this point. And if you go to facebook.com/RGVDSA, you'll find us. Or if you search for the Rio Grande Valley Down Syndrome Association, you'll find us. And all of those events should be listed on our Facebook page. And if they're not, send us a message there and we'll make sure that you get the link.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and for those of you watching live right now, I just posted the link to the website and to the Facebook page for the RGV DSA.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ricky and Jeanette.
Thank you, Deborah. We appreciate you being with us. And now the number that's provided here, would this be the phone number to RGV DSA?
Yes, that's the DSA phone number. And if you call that RGV DSA, we are all volunteer. So when you call the number, you may or may not reach somebody right away, but we are good at checking messages and returning calls. So definitely feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email. We try to be accessible, but like I said, right now, Facebook is probably the best way to stay in touch with us.
Thank you so much, Deborah. And once again, thank you for being with us and for sharing this great information. We will look forward to sharing this great information on RGV DSA. And for those of you who are watching us live on our Facebook page, this October also kicks off not only our Down Syndrome Down Syndrome Month, excuse me, but also National Disability Employment Awareness Month. So we hope to bring lots of awareness on being accessible to those with disabilities. And for the month of October, we will be having our webinar sessions every Wednesday at 10 a.m. So we hope to see you next Wednesday here live on our Facebook page. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much.